10 facts you probably didn't know about Ibrahim Traoré. Take a deep breath, relax, and let's walk slowly through the life and rise of one of Africa's youngest and most fascinating leaders. This video is meant to flow like a steady conversation, so let's ease into it. 1. Ibrahim Traoré is one of the youngest heads of state in the world. Born on March 14, 1988, in the quiet town of Kara, Traoré grew up far from the noise of politics. Nobody imagined that this soft-spoken boy from western Burkina Faso would one day rise to lead his entire nation. When he became interim president in October 2022, he was just 34 years old. His age immediately caught global attention because leaders that young are extremely rare on the international stage. For many Burkinabe youths, his leadership feels symbolic, a sign that younger generations can take charge of their countries and redefine their futures. His youthfulness also gives his speeches a certain energy, a rawness, a sincerity that older leaders sometimes lack. Some people praise him for bringing a fresh perspective, while others worry about his inexperience. But either way, his age has made him a historic figure, too. Before entering politics or the military, he studied geology at the University of Ouagadougou. A lot of people don't know that Traoré never originally planned to be a soldier. In fact, he was deeply interested in the earth. He studied geology, long hours analyzing rocks, understanding soil formation, and learning how natural resources shape a nation. He wasn't a passive student either. He was active in student associations, debates, and political conversations. His time at university opened his eyes to Burkina Faso's potential, especially its gold and mineral wealth. Graduating with honors also hints at something important about him: he's a fast learner. 3. He rose quickly and quietly through the military ranks. Traoré joined the army around 2010, and it didn't take long for him to gain respect. His superiors and fellow soldiers often described him as disciplined, calm, and courageous. He was deployed to the front lines in northern Burkina Faso, where the fight against armed terrorist groups was fiercest. These experiences hardened him, shaped his worldview, and made him deeply aware of the frustration soldiers felt on the ground. By 2020, he had become a captain, a relatively fast progression. Unlike many officers who stay behind desks, Traoré liked being with his men in difficult terrain, under tough conditions. These years in the field planted the seeds of his eventual rise. Soldiers trusted him. They saw him as someone who knew their struggles, not just someone giving orders from far away. 4. He overthrew military ruler Paul Damaba in 2022. This moment changed everything. In January 2022, Traoré helped Damaba come to power. But by September, many soldiers felt Damaba wasn't delivering on his promises. Attacks were getting worse, morale was dropping, and the frustration within the military kept growing. Traoré became the face of that frustration. On the night of September 30th, he led a group of soldiers in a peaceful but firm uprising. In a matter of hours, the government changed hands. Crowds in the capital cheered when he was announced as the new leader. To outsiders, it seemed sudden. But to those inside the military, it was the result of months of tension. His rise was not just political, it was emotional. Many soldiers genuinely believed he had the courage and clarity needed for the moment. 5. He openly embraces Pan-Africanism and strong anti-colonial ideals. Traoré's speeches often sound like echoes from earlier African revolutionaries. He talks boldly about African unity, the need for self-reliance, and the dangers of foreign influence for young Africans across many countries. Videos of him speaking often go viral because his tone is firm but calm, direct but measured. Whether people agree with him or not, his voice has become one of the loudest in Africa's new wave of sovereignty politics. 6. He began nationalizing part of Burkina Faso's gold industry. In Burkina Faso, gold is everything. It's the country's biggest export, but for decades, most of the money left the country. Under Traoré, that started to change. His government pushed for greater state control over mining operations, nationalized certain mines, and demanded more profit sharing from foreign companies. He also supported the creation of a national gold refinery to ensure the country could process its own resources rather than exporting them raw. To him, controlling natural resources isn't just economics, it's sovereignty. He believes that no nation can be truly free if its wealth is controlled by outsiders. These decisions gained him admiration from citizens who felt exploited by foreign mining firms, but they also brought criticism from international investors who said the reforms scared businesses away. Either way, it showed that Traoré was willing to challenge systems that many African leaders hesitate to confront. 7. He has encouraged cultural decolonization within government institutions. One of the most symbolic changes under Traoré has been cultural. For example, Burkina Faso's judges stopped wearing the old colonial-style wigs in courtrooms. Instead, they began wearing robes made from traditional Faso-Danfoni fabric. This change may seem small, but for many Burkinabe, it represents something deeper. It's about rejecting symbols of colonial authority and embracing homegrown identity. Traoré's government has also emphasized cultural pride, African history, and the importance of teaching younger generations about their own heritage. These cultural decisions might not make international headlines, but inside the country. 8. He helped form a powerful new alliance with Mali and Niger. Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger have long shared borders, challenges, and histories. Under Traoré's leadership, the three nations formed the Alliance of Sahel States, a political, economic, and military bloc. This alliance represents a major shift. Instead of relying heavily on Western partners, the three countries are choosing to define their own cooperation. They coordinate on security, share intelligence, and plan regional development projects. For many supporters, this alliance is the beginning of a new Sahel identity, one built on mutual respect and shared vision. Critics, however, worry that it isolates them from the wider international community. No matter the perspective, the alliance has already reshaped West African geopolitics. 9. He is admired by many, but also heavily criticized. Traoré's leadership inspires hope for millions, especially among young Africans who want bold leaders who challenge old structures. Videos of him speaking passionately about sovereignty and dignity resonate widely, but his government has also faced serious criticism. Human rights groups accuse him of restricting media freedom, arresting opponents, and using wartime powers to silence dissent. At the same time, his popularity is fueled by an online wave of admiration, digital art, dramatic photos, and emotional speeches that sometimes present him as a heroic or almost mythical figure. He is, in many ways, one of the most divisive leaders in modern Africa, deeply loved by some, strongly questioned by others. 10. He is reshaping Burkina Faso with long-term structural changes. Traoré's government is not just reacting to crises. It is pushing long-term reforms that could reshape Burkina Faso for decades. He has increased state involvement in agriculture, provided tools and machines to young farmers, and launched projects to boost food production. His administration has invested in roads, factories, and rural development. He has also changed key political structures, including dissolving the Independent Electoral Commission and giving the Interior Ministry control over elections, a decision that raised concerns about democratic transparency. But in Traoré's vision, these reforms are part of building a stronger, more sovereign state that no longer depends on foreign prescriptions. Whether these reforms succeed or fail, they show that he intends to leave a lasting imprint on Burkina Faso's political and economic landscape.